Now we learn how to draw a reflection of light, bending of light that pass through lenses. There are four directions of light that light can pass through, can approach the lens. The first one is pass through center of lens. Second one is parallel to principal axis. The third one is pass through focal point, and the fourth one is parallel to slant axis. But first of all, we must know what is meant by center of lens and principal axis and focal point. When you were asked to draw the light that passes through lens, you must draw these things. You must draw the lens itself. Usually you draw it vertical like this. And you must draw center of lens at the center. Yeah. Then you must draw a principal axis that is perpendicular to the lens itself. So this is center of lens. Then you have focal point, and the symbol of the focal point is F, and you draw the focal point on the principal axis. What is focal point? Focal point is a point at the principal axis where the light tend to go there. Like if you have parallel light, it will merge at that focal point. Then sometimes we draw 2F also. 2F simply means the distance is twice, the distance from center of lens to 2F is twice the distance from center of lens to F. For example, if this distance between center of lens and F is 10 cm, then the distance between 2F and center of lens is 20 cm. And you have it both sides, left and right. Yeah, so that's how you draw it. You draw the lens, you draw the center of lens, you draw the principal axis, you draw F and 2F on each side. Then, how do we draw the lights then? Very simple. We try one by one. The first one is pass through center of lens. This is the simplest. If they happen to ask you the light, to draw the light, and that light happen to pass through center of lens, you don't need to do anything. You just extend the line because the light is not bending. Very simple. Yeah. If it is slanting down like this, you just continue because it passed through center of lens. That's number one. That's the simplest. Next, if they ask you to draw the bending of light, yeah, on the lens, and the light is parallel to the principal axis, what must you do? How must you draw the light on the other side? Very simple, pass through focal point. So they give you a light direction and it happens to be parallel to principal axis, you just pass through focal point on the other side. That's the second one. The third one is similar to number 2. Is the opposite. You can say it's the opposite. That means the light is passing through focal point on the other side. On one side, then you draw parallel to on the other side. Yeah. So let's say on the left hand side, the light is passing through focal point of the lens. Then on the right side, you put you draw the light parallel to the principal axis. Very simple. Then we recap. You have 4. The first 3 are easy. One is pass through center of lens. Just go straight. No need to bend. Number 2, parallel to principal axis. On the other side, you draw pass through focal point. If it is going to the lens by passing through the focal point, and it will come out parallel to principal axis. That's the first 3, which is easy. Now, what if the light is not one of these 3 types? It's not passing through center of lens, it's not passing through focal point also, and it's not parallel to the principal axis also. Then we do number 4. Number 4, cover a wide range of light direction. Whatever the direction of light, anything outside these 3, you can use number 4. Now, what must you do? Like this one. I draw an example here. There's a light passing through the lens. It's not passing through center of lens. It's not parallel to the principal axis, and it's not passing through focal point. What must you do? Then it's simple. You draw a slant axis, and the slant axis must be parallel to the light. And the slant axis also must pass through center of lens. They give you a light. I draw this in blue color. Then you draw slant axis that is passing through center of lens and parallel to that light. Then you must mark F prime. What is F prime? F prime is the focal point on the slant axis. How do you find that? Very simple. Exactly above or exactly below the focal point on the principal axis. Yeah, this is the principal axis. So you get F prime. After we find F prime, then the light on the other side must pass through F prime. Then you draw. Yes, so that's how you draw random light, the one that is not type 1, not type 2, and not type 3. Yeah. So that's how you draw light bending on the lenses.